We all chase it, we all desire it, yet few understand its true nature. Happiness, as we often see it, is something to be achieved or earned. But what if I told you that happiness is not an external pursuit, but an internal experience, waiting to unfold the moment we align ourselves with the deeper aspects of life? In this journey, understanding the science behind happiness can transform our very approach to life. It is not just about fleeting moments of joy or pleasure, it is about cultivating an enduring sense of well-being that remains with us no matter what life throws at us. Let's explore how we can tap into this infinite source of happiness. Happiness is a state that so many of us chase after, yet it often feels elusive. We often believe that happiness comes from external circumstances, maybe a new job, a better relationship, more money, or the perfect vacation. We tie our joy to these fleeting experiences, and when they come, we feel a momentary sense of fulfillment. But if happiness were truly dependent on external conditions, wouldn't it be incredibly unstable? Wouldn't it be like trying to catch the wind, always slipping through our fingers, no matter how hard we try to grasp it? The reality is, happiness is not a result of the things that happen to us or around us. It is a state of being that emerges from within. It's a reflection of how we relate to life, how we perceive the world, and most importantly, how we relate to ourselves. If we understand this deeper truth, then we no longer feel at the mercy of our circumstances. We stop seeking happiness in external sources and instead begin to cultivate it from within. Think about the nature of the external world for a moment. It is constantly in motion, constantly shifting. One moment we may be riding high on success, and the next moment we might face failure or loss. External things, people, possessions, achievements are transient by their very nature. They are subject to change, decay, and the unpredictable flow of life. If we pin our happiness to these things, we are essentially placing our joy on shaky ground. But the mind, the instrument through which we experience the world, is far more powerful than we often realize. The way we perceive events, the meaning we assign to them, and the stories we tell ourselves shape how we feel. Take, for example, two people who experience the same event. One may feel elated, while the other feels upset or disheartened. What's the difference? It's not the event itself, but how each person interprets and reacts to it. When we learn to shift our perception and detach our happiness from the external world, we open the door to a much deeper, more stable sense of contentment. Happiness, in its truest form, arises when we are at peace with who we are, independent of what is happening outside of us. This doesn't mean that life will always be free from challenges or difficulties. It means that we develop the resilience and inner strength to face those challenges without losing our sense of joy. In this way, happiness is a reflection of our inner alignment, of how well we have cultivated peace, acceptance, and gratitude within ourselves. It is a direct result of how we choose to engage with life. It is not the accumulation of things, but the quality of our inner experience that determines whether we live in joy or despair. When we are able to tune into the deeper currents of life, when we realize that joy is not something we seek but something we unlock within ourselves, we begin to experience happiness as a natural, enduring state, one that remains unshaken no matter what the world around us is doing. So, the first step in cultivating happiness is understanding that it is not something that will come to you from the outside world. It is not a prize to be earned, nor a goal to be achieved. It is a space to be created within yourself. And when you begin to realize this, you will find that happiness was never far away. It was always there, quietly waiting for you to reconnect with it.